G'day YouTube, Max right here, and what I'm looking at today is the question, should I take a position in Ethereum? And I'm debating that with myself right here. Thought I'd make a video so you can see kind of the thought process and what I'm thinking, etc, etc. So this is the Bitcoin dominance chart. If you've been following this channel, you know I've been talking about this a lot lately. Way back here when this blue line was breached, way back here, I made the prediction that I think it's going to be Bitcoin season over the alts, and I predicted that we would come all the way up to this trend line. We have done that in the last few days. We smashed through that trend line, came straight back into the range, and maybe take a few more days, but we could take some certainty here, some confirmation that we've hit this trend line, and now we might be on our way back. Something to consider. So that's kind of prompted. I've been literally waiting for this to happen for the last like 2 months or something like that. And it's happened exactly as I predicted. So now it's like, okay, should I open my an Ethereum position? Now, a couple different things on this. In my specific portfolio, I can open it in Bitcoin or I can open it versus dollars. So let's go through and take a look at those two charts one at a time. Let's head over here to Ethereum. This is Ethereum versus the dollar. And in this, we're in a long-term uptrend, clearly. Versus the dollar, I don't love in an uptrend, trying to catch this downward movement in the channel. I typically do not like to do that. By my estimation here with the trend lines I've plotted, we are right at the top of this range. And in fact, we've already come back, look at that. In this one candle, we've come back half of this range. Now, it's a pretty narrow range. Where's the bottom of this range? I mean, the bottom of this range is 380. But that's important. It's important being below that 400 mark, because that 400 mark is a critical level of resistance from way back here. Over here, 360, actually, more accurately. So, yeah, all right. So, even though, just so you know, I hardly have an Ethereum position at all. The vast majority of my portfolio is Bitcoin, and I am looking to change that. I am looking to balance that portfolio out a little bit and take an Ethereum position. Now, I've got two different options. I do have a lot of cash sitting on the side, and I've got this overlooming thing that there's serious issues with the economy. And I think something I've been predicting for almost basically since April this last year, or no, this year, I beg your pardon, 2020. We had this big crash. Everything gets hit: Bitcoin, stocks, real estate. Oh, no, it's real estate, not so much. Gold, silver, everything. And then we had this big run up over the last rest of the year. And I predicted that, but I predicted that at some point we're going to go back down and go even lower, even more catastrophic. And I still think that is in the cards with a big picture. Now, I think the cryptocurrency is going to be, it's probably going to have an initial big hit, but then lead us out of that recovery. It'll be one of the first asset classes to recover. That's my prediction. But I still think there's this big hit coming. So between the Ethereum being at the very top of this channel, combined with that looming specter in my mind of a macro issue with all markets, I'm inclined to pass on taking the Ethereum position in versus the dollar right now. That was my conclusion at the result of that. Let's click over to Ethereum Bitcoin. And I got some more issues here. This is Ethereum Bitcoin chart. We have these very interesting, there's three trend lines in this whole channel here, and it's quite interesting. So we came down, we bounced off this channel, and we headed up. And I just see right now, in case you don't know, these moving averages are the 50-day moving average. So the blue one is the 50-day moving average, the 100-day moving average. The yellow one is the 21-week moving average. And this purple one down here is the 200-day moving average. I've got this trend line down here, and this short-term trend is definitely down, 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 versus Bitcoin. We've just had this one little bump, but still high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. Are we going to push through here? Maybe. Lower high, but still low, lower low, lower low, lower low. This is a very, very clear downtrend. And plus, just right in this region, I've got so much resistance. I've got this trend line here. I got this trend line here. I got the 50-day coming in here. I got the 21-week moving average here. There's just so much resistance here for Ethereum to break through on the Ethereum Bitcoin chart that I'm not feeling the vibe at all. Even though I really I'm looking forward to taking a position in Ethereum, and I'm just feeling like it's not the right time in either this, I could buy it with Bitcoin or I could buy it with dollars, and either way, I'm just thinking not quite now. There's just a lot of reasons to say it's at the top of their respective channels and whatever else. Can it break through? Absolutely it can, but I'm inclined to pass on it at this moment. So that was just kind of just a streaming thought consciousness as I debate with myself, should I take an Ethereum position? So there's my answer. Right this minute, I'm going to pass. Let's see if we can hope for the Ethereum price to come down a little bit, maybe pick up a better position a little bit later on. Thanks guys, take care.